So you walk through life, half empty, half full, however you want to see it. And then this thing called anxiety comes in. All right, so you're walking through life and you're sitting here and you are full of water that you've been carrying around, your normal worries of life that you need. But then what happens is things happen, and so anxiety comes in, right? So then there it is, and the thing gets heavier, and so then we decide to carry anxiety. But then we think what we need to do is we need to just pray. And if we would just pray it all away, we'd be okay. It's still black. If you don't take the anxiety out before you put the prayer in, then you're going to have anxiety come out. You're still going to have anxiety coming out. So when you're walking through life and people come up to you and they make you mad and they say something to you, but don't forget, you got your little daily dose of morning prayer. There we go. Then when somebody comes up to you at work and they say something and you snap at them, you're going to have anxiety pouring all back out over them. And it's this process that we go into. Your kids say something and do something to you. Oh, but guess what? I got my daily Joel Osteen on the TV, so I'm good. But you pour that out. What does that look like? My girl. And it's this cycle that keeps happening. But what we need to do is exactly what Peter says in 1 Peter. It's exactly what Jesus did in the Garden of Gethsemane, is we need to take what we've got full of anxiety, full of ourselves that we've been carrying for 6 years, 7 years, 12 years, and just pour it out so that Jesus can come in. And when we pray, we've cast all our burdens on him so he can fill us up. So then when people see you walking down the street and something happens in life, you're not pouring dirty, nasty water on them. You're pouring the love of Jesus on them. You see this? It's silly, but it makes sense. You're walking through life and somebody cuts you off while you're driving on the highway, and instead of getting your panties in a wad, you pray for them for a minute. You get what I'm saying? You see something on CNN and Fox News that scares you. North Korea, Kim Jong-un, Rocket Man decides to do something again. Guess what? You don't have to worry because you're full of love. It doesn't matter what he does, but all that matters is exactly what you're filled with. And guess what you're filled with? You're filled with love. You're filled with Jesus. You're filled with peace. Why? Because you took everything else that you were carrying and you poured it out. And so every day you have to go through a process of pouring out the things that you don't need to hold on to, that Jesus never said you needed to hold on to, and only take the things that Jesus said you need to carry. And that's his love, his peace, his goodness, his joy. And it matters because you're the only Jesus some people will ever see.